In this video, I'll be showing you how to use the online whiteboard Bitpaper edition May 2019 for both teaching and learning. Have you worked with Bitpaper for years and then all of a sudden this May, one day it's different? Maybe you've never used an online whiteboard, let alone Bitpaper before. Well, this tutorial will go over the basics of how to use this Bitpaper to teach online and just how to operate the system. So here we are in the actual online whiteboard. This is Bitpaper. And I just want to show you a few things on here, and then I'm going to jump between boards a little bit. So the first thing that you notice is down at the bottom, down here, you see that you have a bunch of choices and they're tools. And notice right now that the pin is highlighted. That allows me to write on the board however I want. Now you can change the color on here. So you go to this little easel that's over here, and right now you see it has a purple dot on it. But if you hit that button, you see you have a few choices here. And so I'll just change color. Let's see, I will go to pink, hot pink, because I like it. And now it's changed to hot pink. I also want to change the size of the pen because that was too thick for me. So I'm going to this little one and dragging it down. I like it at about 4 for handwriting. You can also change the eraser width too, and we can look at that in a second. But let's look at the pen now. So I'm going to use my graphic tablet that I use in my online tutoring because I'm a math tutor and it helps to be able to write it. So I can say, hi, everyone, in my sloppy handwriting that my brother always made fun of. Okay, hi everyone is what it says, but I can change the color so easily. Just hit the easel again. I can make a shape. So that's how you use that. Now say I want to erase something. So right in the center, the little box thing in the center is your eraser. So I'm going to tap that, and notice the pen is not highlighted anymore. So I can erase this purple wiggly thing here. And let's say I don't want this circle either. So I can erase it easily. Again, you can make the eraser bigger and smaller by going to the easel and changing the width of the eraser. I kind of like it where it is, so I'm not going to change that. I'm going to change the color. I'm going to go to blue for writing, and I'm going to hit the pen again. You can also scroll around the screen. You can move the page around. If you hit the 4 arrows, then when I go on the screen, see how I can just move everything around. That's really nice for me because as a math tutor, when someone's working a problem, they've run out of room, well, then I just move it over so they can finish the problem however they want. Right next to that is a star. There's your shapes, and I really love this because it's fun. So for me, I use triangles a lot. So this is a right triangle, and I just drag it on the screen. Boom, it's there. I can change colors. Pick a different shape. I could pick a heart, and there would be a heart. And you can see you have star, circle, 2 kinds of triangles, a square. You even have things like a cylinder, which is kind of fun. And then you can do like the thought bubble thing. So I could have put this in a thought bubble instead of just writing it out. The other thing that's nice to have is the text. Let me change color here real quick. I'm going to go back to black for that. The T is for text. If I can hit it so it highlights it. Once it's highlighted, you got it. You need to place where you want your text to go. So let's say I want it right there. Then I can type in, visit my website at www.tagtutoring.com. But when you move and you put your cursor somewhere else, it'll be there. If you need to change the position, see, going back there doesn't help me with my cursor. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to use the arrow key and hit where the text is. Then you could change the text anywhere you want. Place it by just going somewhere else and putting it on there. So if you do something and you don't like what you've done, you can also erase it, like on the right-hand side over here. See, I have a back arrow and a forward arrow. I'm going to hit a back arrow, which moved my text. If I do it one more time, my text is gone. So that's kind of nice if you made a mistake when you're doing something with one of your persons you're tutoring, you can always do back arrow if you make a mistake somewhere. Now, I want to show you some cool new things that BitPaper's added, and one of them is background. So I'm going to actually show you, this is from a tutoring session I had, and I wanted to make it look like engineering paper and a nice cool blue color, bluish green, because that's always calming. That's always good when you're doing math. So here, I put this up when I visited the student today. He was like, why is there grid on BitPaper? I said, well, because it's fun. And if you need to make number lines or whatever, that's nice to have. Another use of it, you can make legal paper of it, so it's easier to write things out. That's what I did here. I even made the colors match. You can see I made really big boxes, because depending on your age, you may teach someone very young. You may be working with them with writing. You can see I need to join you for your writing lesson, but you can use each box for a letter. And then for math, if you're doing younger kids, it's nice to have it for alignment where one number goes in each box and lines things up easily for it. If you notice in the upper right-hand corner how it says 1 and then there's a down arrow, so you just hit the down arrow and you get a blank page again. It's really easy. So I want to show you how you would put lines on your paper like I just did. So now on the bottom left-hand side, you see there's a bunch of choices there. If you look at the grid, I'm going to hit the grid. You're going to see that you have some choices, backgrounds and grids. So I wanted to change my background color. I'll show you how I made the graphing paper. So I hit that button. You can see you have so many choices here. It's really great. I just wanted a very pale green. So I'm going to hit that, and you can try it. If you don't like that color, you can hit something else, whatever color makes you happy. I wanted it kind of a cool color, so I'm going to keep mine blue-green. And then for my line color, I just wanted to go a couple shades darker, but do whatever you like. Now, line width, you can change it all you want. Vertical spacing, let me show you what happens when you change it. I put mine at around 30, I think, and then it puts the lines. But if you don't like that, just go over here and make it bigger, and you can get something like that graph paper. And I'll keep it around 30 for mine. And then if all you want is up and down ones, that's fine. If you'd like the graph, then choose horizontal spacing. So if you did that, it's kind of crazy looking, but I tried to make them about the same size like that to make it look more like graph paper. And if you don't want the vertical lines, just don't put anything on it, and then you've got like regular paper. So it's really easy to work with. Now, if you've used BitPaper a lot, you'll notice that now on the right-hand side, there's no save paper thing over there or loading a PDF. And so how you're going to find that is, if you don't remember this, you hit the menu button down here at the bottom left, and you'll see some choices. They don't have every choice listed here, but they do have save paper. And the rest you have to know now is the shortcut menu, excuse me. And that would be the shortcut maps, I believe is where it's at. And then you'll see all the shortcuts. If you want to actually save your work as a PDF like I do, every lesson I make a PDF and then I email it to my students. You see it's there, it's just P. So all this is still here. It's just a little more, you have to look a little bit. Once you know the shorthands, which I think they're trying to encourage us to do, it's easy. So on this paper, I could go Shift S, and the save paper comes up, and it looks just like I did before. And then you just hit save, and it saves it. If you want to print it, you hit P, and then I hit print, and it's going to export a PDF of this, which is what you want. You may be working on a page and you may decide that you don't want that page anymore, and you can trash it and get rid of it. Be careful, make sure you really want to trash it. But you go over to the page. I want to get rid of page 2, and I'm going to go to the 3 dots, which is your menu. And there's that empty trash, or you could copy the page if you wanted to, or you could add a page. I'm going to trash it, hit the red trash can. It'll ask you, are you sure you want to delete this page? I'll say yes. And then now I'm left with page 1. Okay, and then you would just save it from there, how you always save a PDF. BitPaper is really easy to use. So I just wanted to show you just some of the basic functions because this is the brand new, as of May 2019 version of BitPaper. I hope you found this tutorial on how to use an online whiteboard BitPaper 2019 edition helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to receive notifications when a new video drops. I post videos every week. Please comment below if you have any questions. Please stick around and watch another video or visit my website and find out more about me, Terry Grigsby, and my online tutoring. Maybe book a tutoring session. I'd love to work with you. Just follow the link in the description. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching How to Use an Online Whiteboard BitPaper Edition 2019.